involved in our campaign against crime prevention that I realized that what killed the Onyemua was substance abuse. I wish I had the opportunity and privilege to bring him back.
The lazy attitude of our youth today contributes immensely to the growth of this problem in our society. The period of youth entails much activity and requires much energy and agility. As a result, our youth are susceptible to drugs such as amphetamines and anabolic steroids, which induce immense energy. This situation is not normal at all. It is as a result of the laziness which is inherent in most of our youth today. Everyone wants the easy way out, yet they forget that the world's greatest athletes never fail their doping test. If our youth can put more effort in their endeavors and quit relying on drugs, drug abuse will gradually become a thing of the past. Most of our youth pick the wrong kind of people as role models, more preferably sportsmen and entertainers, most of whom live off drugs, and yet they are loved by their young ones and are even role models to some. In a bid to be like these young entertainers who are oozing with infectious energy and stage presence, our young people pursue drugs. Young people should apply wisdom in picking their role models. They should take the positive attributes and leave the rest. Why then should we blame our elders? Don't they have the choice to make? I leave it to ponder on this. In conclusion, we should not deceive ourselves. The elders we may wish to indict were once youth themselves. Our youth are our present and our future. They are the ones who will replace our present elders and will leave whatever they've given to us to the coming generation. Therefore, we should not waste our energy passing blames or giving Peter's blame to Paul. The youth majorly have roles to play in drug and substance abuse. I have filled with conviction that I've been able to convince you beyond reasonable doubt that the youth have the major role to play in drug and substance abuse. Thank you.
Or better put, pawns in the chessboard of drug and substance abuse. Do you have any doubt here? Just listen. The moderator, dignitaries present, good day, all the protocol observed. My name is Wango Precious. I'm a student of Penn International College. I'm standing before you all to argue that young people don't have a role in drug and substance abuse. To begin with, I wish to enlighten you on the keywords drugs and substance abuse. Drugs refers to chemical substances which could bring about a change in the biological function through its chemical action. The drugs that are commonly abused include tobacco, weed, heroin, alcohol, amphetamines, etc. While substance abuse refers to the abnormal use of soda, blame the youths because the adults are the shepherd and they the sheep. And what do you expect the sheep to do when its shepherd have gone astray? Naturally, they would follow suit. Take for instance the case of a boy and his uncle who is a smoker. The boy sees the uncle come back from work every evening, open a cigarette pack and smoke. Out of curiosity, he is forced to ask him why he smokes, and the uncle replies and says, "That's what real men do." Because of the adventurous spirit of every child, he is likely to have a taste of the narcotic and feel what it's like to be a real man. Also, the increasing economic recession, which has led many to poverty and frustration, has made many parents unable to afford the needs of their children. The ripple effect of this is that many wretched children roam the streets. These children engage in hawking, bus conducting, and other menial jobs that require energy. There, they find adult miscreants who pressurize them into taking cocaine to make up for lost energy. Though my opponents might say peer pressure is the highest cause of drug abuse, and would equally remind we, the audience, that these peers are youths. Yes, I'm not disputing the fact these peers are youths, but let's take a trip down memory lane. These peers, were they thrown from the sky? No, they weren't. They were bred and brought up in a family setting. If not a family setting, a home filled with adults. For youths to pressurize his fellow mates into abusing and taking drugs, the first thing that comes to our mind is that youth is also a participant. Due to the saying, what is sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander. For youths to engage in taking drugs, then it automatically means the adult with whom he grew up with is also a drug addict. It is believed that when a child is born, he is empty of things concerning the world. Then gradually he grows up and imitates everything he sees the adults doing, because he believes the adult knows more than he does. I strongly believe that these youths, or rather these peers, will tread in the right path, because a biblical saying goes like this: train up a child in the way of the Lord, that when he grows, he won't depart from it. But I would rephrase it and say, train up a child in the right path, that when he grows, he won't depart from it. So it all goes down to say, these youths, or rather these peers, will tread in the right path by the adult figures, in that the adults are to be blamed for the issue of peer pressure. So how can you tell me the youths have a role in drug and substance abuse? Rather, they are the victims. I don't think anyone after listening to these points of mine would still insist the youths have a role in drug and substance abuse. Thank you.
More than 211,000 people die from drug abuse annually. In 2011, more than 4,500 people died from died from cocaine use alone. While 1 in every 6 persons under the age of 40 is a drug abuser. My name is Miss Ayicrip, the student of prestigious Penn International College. I'm here to expatiate the roles of youth in drug and substance abuse. But first, I would like to categorically list the consequences. The health implications of drug abuse abound. Out of 14 million infected youths worldwide, 7.2 million are infected with HIV and AIDS virus, 1.2 million with hepatitis C, 3.2 million with hepatitis B, and the rest of them with various diseases: cardiovascular diseases, lung cancer, liver cancer, dementia, stroke, tuberculosis, and the rest of them. The list is endless. These youths, they are our backbone, and if a backbone is ailing, the nation or the society is on the verge of collapse. Then, the economic implications. According to the United Nations Office on Drugs Control, every year, $200 to $250 billion is spent on drug abuse treatment, and this is just for 20% of drug users worldwide. If a comprehensive treatment of drug users worldwide is to be embarked on, that means we'll spend nothing less than $1,000 to $1,250 alone every year treating drug abuse. Then, with this rate, we might go bankrupt. Then, another economic implication: the drug abuse is gradually trimming down our working population. Like one of the speakers here said, that these youths are spending their prime in prisons. They are spending the time they are supposed to use for productivity elsewhere. And when these youths are wasting away their lives, productivity will reduce. Then, we can't list the consequences of drug abuse without mentioning the social consequences. Look around you. Prostitutes. For them to give out their bodies to strangers, what do they use? Drugs. Armed robbers. For them to close their eyes, take away your property, and at the end, maybe because of little provocation, shoot the person. What do they use? Drugs. Hired assassins, kidnappers, rapists. The list is endless. Even child soldiers, for them to dull their conscience and do what they do, what do they use? Drugs. Terrorist groups like Boko Haram in Nigeria and ISIS in the Middle East thrive on drugs. Drug abusers face various problems: financial problems, legal problems, academic problems, even relationship problems, because most of them have antisocial behavior. Like our road safety officer here said, drug abuse is contributing to road accidents daily. I was shocked to hear that we lose more than 100 people in Nigeria to road accidents, and most of these people are under the influence of drugs. Then, illicit cultivation of drugs such as marijuana, cocaine, cannabis is gradually causing degradation and fragmentation of our forests, and thereby leading to loss of land where foods can be produced. Drug abuse is a potential cause for food shortage. Then, to the role of youth. What roles do the youth have to play? I'm enlightened, you are enlightened. I'm a youth, you are a youth. So what do we do? Enlighten other youths. That's what we should do. Enlighten your friends, your peers. Don't assume they know. Teach them everything possible you can, because you don't know. You might be saving the future. You might be saving a person. You might be saving the society. You might even be saving the world. And you might be on the right path to a world independent of drugs. So what do we do? Let's join our hands, we the youth. Let's join our hands to thrive for a world free of drugs. Thank you.